Welcome back, survivors. When we last left off, I was working on the new factory, but we had some things we had to unlock first. Mainly, the main thing I want to unlock is the Tier 2 rails, so that we can transport more materials.
Future Health Solutions has
we just unlocked something for Future Health Solutions. A couple of limbs. I'll claim it, but I don't really need those right now. Well, I say I don't need them. I can't equip them just yet because I don't have enough slots open yet in my limb slots, I guess is what I'm looking for. I've only got the first slot unlocked, so can't equip those just yet, but we'll come back to them when we can. The main thing we need to focus on... Oh, this ladder right here. The main thing we need to focus on today is unlocking that new belt. All right, the Tier 2 rails. We need to unlock those, so let's see what we need for those. Okay.
I can use this.
We need... Oh, the titanium housings. That's right. We need to craft the titanium housings. And to do that, we need to unlock them first. So we'll come in here to the furnace, I believe is where they're made. Titanium housing. I've already uploaded all the materials, kind of off camera. So we will unlock the titanium housings, and those are going to be made in furnaces. We'll insert calcium powder and go ahead and unlock, the calcium blocks to unlock calcium powder is our next thing. That is also made in the furnace. So we're going to be switching most things over to the furnace today. And then we need a lot of wolfram powder for ceramics. I've got a little bit on me right now, so I might as well upload that. And the fabricator, seems like there was something we were working on. Yeah, I found the blueprint for the stator, so we're going to be working on that with those titanium housings a little bit later. But the main thing is to get these titanium housings, get them uploaded so we can get that new rail. So, these are the furnaces that we're going to make those in. Right now, they're configured to make wolfram powder, so I'm just going to take all that out, and we're going to switch these machines over to make the titanium housings. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it with these. I'm going to do that over here because this is our titanium line. Yeah, that's the wolfram line. This is the titanium line. So I should be able to squeeze in 3 of these furnaces right here. It does mean I'm going to have to strip out my fabricators for now, but this is our starter base, and it's pretty much going to be going bye-bye sooner or later, so that's not really a big deal. Let me grab everything out of this. I'm just going to... Actually, I should just pick them up. That'd probably be the easiest way to do it, right? Grab the belts off of them. We'll configure the belts again later once we've got all this set up. There's our fabricators out, and now we need to put in the new fancy-pantsy furnaces. Alright, so we need a little bit more room if we want this all to line up. So let me pull these blocks out of the way right here. Oh, I missed that one. Come on. There we go. I like the way that it speeds up after you do a couple of them. Now, let's lay the furnaces in place, rotate them the correct way, raise them up so that everything looks nice. Bring that one back one, please. Right there. And one more right there. Alright, so we got 3 furnaces. Let's configure these for the new titanium housings. Oh, they need beams and sheets for that. Crap. I gotta redo this then. That's not gonna work. I need fabricators to feed these resources. They're not gonna take just the raw bars. They need sheets. Well, I can do a few by hand for now. And insufficient power. We don't have enough power to do this either. So I guess for now, let me create some more power. Let me redesign this a little bit because we're gonna need a lot more space in here to do it. Alright, I think I got something set up here. Wasn't too difficult. We did have a rupture while we were building this, but planet has cooled off and things are starting to produce now. So what I'm doing here is I'm making the titanium beams. It takes 1 beam and 2 titanium sheets to make 1 titanium housing. So I just made 2 fabricators to produce the sheets and 1 to produce the beams. I need to hook up the ingots now so that they are getting the ingots they need. So they will continue producing. I just basically... ingots, they're not technically ingots, are they? They are bars. But that ought to do that. Let me clear this line. it is blocked, and now that should clear that up. I can toss in those bars into there, and now, yes, now everything should be producing. All the bars are flowing into the fabricators. They're producing the goods we need there, the sheets and the plates, or excuse me, the sheets and the beams. And then that's going to output all my titanium housings. I just need to feed that into my main line now. Right here should work. And then configure the outputs. We want clever robotics. Yes. So choose that for the titanium.
Just what I need.
I'm going to actually feed 2. I'm going to toss in the ones I've got in my inventory. And now all those should start flowing at once. So we're going to feed it 2 different machines the same. That should speed it up. I don't see if there's any reason why we couldn't do all of them. Yeah, let's just configure them all to accept that, because I really want those rails done as fast as possible. Yeah, that should be working nice. Now, while that's going, we're going to head over to the new factory with our pure nodes and start setting up the titanium factory there. We've already got the excavator set up. We just need to start setting up a factory over there. Let me make sure I've got enough building materials. Yeah, 2,500 ought to be good. Let me clean up some of my inventory. I'll head over there and catch up with you guys in just a second. All right, I think I'm about happy with this. 2 more. Oh, that one's not stable where it's at. I probably need to put in a support pillar somewhere. Okay, well, I'll sort that one out in just a second. Let me take a look at it from down below and see what's up. Oh, by the way, I guess I did finally figure out how to place the drone, or how to use the drone that we unlocked. You have to be in the build mode with the item you want to build and then hit C once you've unlocked that drone, so then it can fly around. It has a fairly limited range. Like, it starts to tell me I'm getting too far away, and then the drone just won't move anymore. But I'm not sure why that one won't place and everything else did. Oh, that pillar's in the wrong spot. It needs to move over 1. Well, we can fix that real quick. Let's just plop down a new support pillar. Let's make sure it's the same height so we don't run into any issues with that. That looks good. And now we should be able to put in our last smelter. Rotate it the correct direction. There. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 smelters. And that's, well, I'm going to need more, but that's plenty for now. Even managed to build myself a little stairway to get up here. This is where I'm going to run the rails from up on the hill. I'm going to run them down the center of this line right here, at least a couple of them. I'm going to probably merge 1 or 2 of the lines into one. We will be doubling the output of all this later once we unlock that new rail. I'm just going to kind of run a central rail down here and put splitters in between each of the machines. I think that's going to be the nicest, easiest way to do this. Let me hit T to lock that, make sure it's... I could raise it. No, it won't let me raise it up. Oh, okay. Because it's probably because we're on an elevated platform. It won't let me raise it up. But anyways, let's place a few of these splitters here. Oh, no! What happened? Whoa! Okay. Oh, they stick through. They go into the... Oh, wow. That's weird. Okay. I gotta rethink that. That just wiped out half the platform up here. Maybe I need to add some more supports? I thought it looked pretty good, but yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh, I bet it was because I was placing it right on top of the pillar. Yeah, because it does not like snapping to that pillar. I thought that was a good idea, putting the pillars, running them along the center, and then splitting my guys off either way, the machines off either way, but that may not work like that, because I don't think I can place down the smelters on top of the pillars. I cannot. They will not snap where the pillars are. They only want to go in between, like this, and that's... Come on. I want that to go over 1. Let me get over here and get it in the right... Yeah, it's not even going to snap in now. because the platform's not there. Wow, I got to rebuild all this and think about my belting a little bit more, but let's at least get this set up, or reset up, and then start running some titanium through it so we can get something accomplished today. This is just the first step. This is just going to be all the smelters for this line, at least for now. The idea being that this can be modular, and I can keep extending it further in that direction for a long ways if we need to. But for now, we're just running into a snag with the supports and the... I may just need to adjust my rails a bit. Just keep in mind that I cannot place the rail supports right there. That may be what I do. Move my rail support either forward or backwards a square. It won't be quite symmetrical, but it should work that way. Let me try placing down one more of these smelters, make sure that is going to work the way I want it. Over one. So there. Yeah, you have to have the supports down. Alright, so now I want to build my rail support connector, splitter thing. And I don't want it right here. I'll just offset it by 1. And just keep that in mind that I cannot place it onto those pillars, because if I do, it's going to screw up everything again. Okay, well, let me finish setting this up and then start running the titanium down. Hey, there we go. Now we should have the level 2 rails.
The order is waiting for you in the terminal.
Yes, thank you. Now we should have the level 2 rails. I'm just up here finalizing everything. I think I've got everything set up. I just need to run this last rail here. Yeah, the ore is coming out of that. So now we should have ore flowing down into our titanium factory. Let's see. Yeah, that one is flowing. The other ones are not. I'm not sure why. None of them were. I picked that one back up and just replaced it, and then it started working. So I'm going to try that with all of them up here. Just pick it up and replace that excavator. Make sure it's facing in the correct direction. And now let's snap in a rail for it. I want it to snap over here on the second rail. Yes, that one is working. Okay, I just had to pick them up and put them back down. Not sure why that is, but hey, it's early access. Let's try this. So I don't have to jump all the way up there. I should be able to build it from right here where I'm at with the drone. Ah, that's a handy tool. I'm gonna have to remember that. That is gonna save me a lot of time running around and jumping and trying to get to the areas. Let's drop down, connect that one in, boom. All right, that one is producing ore as well. Nice. So I have not even started using the level 2 ones, and I'm not yet. The pure nodes. Mostly because I don't have a rail that can handle that much output. Well, maybe we can with the level 2 rails. But let's turn this off. Let's go down here and look at everything. Let's go unlock these level 2 rails. And now we've got all of our titanium flowing in. I need to replace this with a level 2 belt so we can maximize the amount of ore. Oh, we're inputting. I need to get down. But I got all those smelters up there running. They seem to be working quite well. We're going to need to turn it into finished products. But first things first, we need these new belts from Clever Robotics. The level 2 rails. We've got that. All right, let's switch over all the belts. I'm going to start at the end and work my way back. So the idea is now that we have these Mark II belts, or I say belts. I'm so used to Satisfactory, right? That should be... Ooh, it's feeding so much titanium. Let me just pull that out. And now let's build the Mark II rail. Connect that. And that's going to be able to transport much more material into the base. And we're going to just start from right there, moving into the factory. Now that, we need to... I'm just going to run this all the way back. I'm just gonna, yeah, I want to replace every one of these moving forward in the line with the faster belt. And my thought process is we're going to need it eventually. We probably need it right now, to be honest. As much materials we're trying to move through here at once, the faster we can get it, the faster we can produce goods. So this is going to speed everything up to its maximum potential that we can possibly produce right now. That's as fast as it'll get. That's our fastest belt feeding every... Gosh, that's fast, too. Okay, so we are feeding tons of iron ore in. Now, I keep seeing this core overheat level at the top, and I looked at it, but I'm not 100% sure what it means. I think it's talking about this core, and heat is the level of number of items we're producing a minute, or something related to that, like the amount of items we're producing starts generating a heat, and we're going to need to upgrade it to be able to handle more. But in doing so, it says upgrading the base core will draw the aliens' attention. Prepare yourself or die. So we don't want to mess with this yet. Especially considering we can't really do it. Like, we need ceramics and a lot of helium-3, which, I mean, I've got a little bit, but we don't have nearly that much helium-3. So we'll need to unlock, like, helium-3 production and ceramic production. But for now, I'm kind of happy. We got accomplished what we needed to. We got that new rail unlocked. We can speed everything up. In fact, I should probably come back. I'm trying to think on these back here. No, these are set up just right. They're balanced to pull in 120 items per minute and split them into two. So yeah, those are balanced. Those up there actually still need a little bit of balancing, the way I'm thinking about it, because we haven't even tapped into the pure nodes yet, which was, I mean, the whole goal was to utilize these pure nodes, but we don't have a belt fast enough. I mean, this belt produces 240 items per minute, which would essentially get rid of everything up here and just run one belt. I mean, it's not necessary yet. We're not to that point, but I think we will be there very soon. So for now, I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to evaluate how all this works, because I do love the way that looks. It looks pretty slick with all the resources going into the various machines. Now what we need to do is start setting up the next stage of the factory. We've got a bunch of smelters. Now we're going to need fabricators and furnaces to start producing the next level of items, because for the next tiers, we need items we can't currently make, right? I need ceramics. I don't even know how to make ceramics yet, right? It just kind of dumps more and more production lines on us and more upgrades. Instead of where I'm thinking of like Satisfactory, you can still get points for basic items by uploading, say, ingots from the smelters, but we can't do that. They're essentially useless at this point. The ingots are nice for the next step. We'll need them, but we can't upload them. No one wants to buy our ingots, essentially. So we need to unlock tubes, or we need to unlock rotors, or we need to unlock stabilizers, or ceramics, or stators. Now, I think we're really close on stators. What do we need to unlock the production of stators? I think we only need, like, one more thing, right? Where are they? Is it in... Am I in the right tab? Are they in fabricators? Yeah, fabricators is stators. Okay, so stators, we have the blueprint. Let's upload that. We have the data points. We just need 300 titanium housing, and we can start working on stators in our fabricators. So let's run over to the other base where I have those titanium products being produced currently, because all I have at this base right now is ingots. Or I guess this game calls them bars. I'm just hung up on this term ingot. It's an ingot, okay? It's an ingot. This game incorrectly calls them bars. So let's run back. Let's make these titanium housings. Let's get them uploaded and at least have the ability to unlock the next tier. Okay, I think we've got enough. Yes, we can produce stators now. Let me upload that. Now, our new recipe is unlocked for stators inside the fabricator. So, what does it take? Let's just check it real quick. What does it take to make stators? Oh, it's a combination. So it's titanium housings and wolfram wire. So we got to go back to wolfram wire. Oh, that's interesting. That's taking us back because I had stopped producing wolfram wire because I didn't think it was necessary anymore. But now we're going back to it. Okay, so we're going to need, for titanium housings, to make these stators, we're going to need titanium housings, which are made from 2 parts titanium. It's actually 3 parts titanium, right? It's 2 plates, or 2 sheets and 1. Let me go back. I forget the terminology. Yeah, 2 sheets, 1 beam to make a titanium housing. But then we also need wolfram wire, which is made from wolfram bars. So thinking about this, we're going to need smelters to make our wolfram, which you've already got at the new factory. Then we're going to need fabricators to make our titanium sheets and our titanium... Let's change this over just so I can see it. We're going to need titanium sheets and titanium beams out of fabricators, and then another fabricator to combine those 2 materials into stators off of different lines. So this is getting much more complex. We're going to need sheets and beams out of fabricators along with wire out of fabricators into another fabricator, which makes... No, I'm sorry. I got it backwards. We're going to need fabricators for sheets. This is so complex. I've got to wrap my mind around it. We're going to need... And I apologize. We're going to need fabricators for sheets, beams, and wire. Then we're going to need a furnace to turn the sheets and beams into the titanium housings. We'll take those titanium housings and combine them with wolfram wire. I struggle with that word, wolfram wire. I'm gonna say it 3 times fast. Wolfram wire with the other titanium products to make stators, going back again into a fabricator. So it's like fabricators into furnaces, back into a fabricator. This is getting very complex, and it's a totally different way of thinking. My mind is still thinking like Satisfactory, and it's not really like that because we're going to have some combinations that are a little bit different and a little bit more complex. So I'm going to think about this off camera. That is all the time I've got for today, though, guys. Stay tuned because we are going to finish that new factory. We're going to get it up and running. We're going to make tons of products out of it. Just going to take a little bit of time to get it done. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Hey, I have a whole playlist for this game and many others that you almost will certainly enjoy. Hit subscribe so that you don't miss out on a future video. And we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.